We just built the baddest Jet Jon in the world. In the country, world, I don't know. It's got to be one of the baddest. There's one that's pretty close that I know of on TikTok. His is pretty sweet, but we'd have to compare specs to see whose is a little bit better. What a serious build. 8 months I think it took to build it, and it's only like 90% done. I still have to do some speakers and some lights, but there were no corners cut in this build. It was professionally painted, professionally powder coated. The fabricator, my buddy that does the fab, killed it. The C deck on it, they absolutely killed it. It's a hell of a boat. And when I say baddest in the country, in the world, I don't mean like, it's not a mini jet. I know there's $100,000 mini jets out there. It's nothing. It's not like that. I mean, bass tracker type John boat, Jet Jon. A quick background on this build. My previous boat was a 1448 with a 6040 Merc jet outboard. And by the time I loaded the family up in that boat, it just wasn't fast enough for what I wanted to do. So my first thought was to buy a mini jet boat or build one. But we priced that out at like 50 grand, and I didn't want to spend 50 grand on a river boat that I use twice a month. So my buddy Andrew, who is the fabricator of this boat, built his own version of this a few years back, which he did a phenomenal job on his. He said, hey, our buddy is selling the same hull as me. Why don't you go that route instead of the mini jet? So I did end up going that route. So this is like a version 2 of his boat. I may have went a little far with this one, but I definitely am happy I built this over the mini jet because of you have more room to walk around and just move around in the boat, and you get the same speeds, you know, depending on what motor you put in it. So this is a version 2 of his. This is a full build, beginning to end, pretty detailed. There's no ripping in the river, jumping anything, all that cool stuff. That will come later in the channel. So y'all check out this build.
I bought a Sea-Doo GTR 215 jet ski, 2014. Pretty much mint. It only has 73 hours on it. Beautiful. But check this out. Bear with me a second. The motor is missing. Where the heck did the motor go? Oh, and the gas tank's missing. And the jet pump's missing. Come with me. Let's take a walk.
Obviously the motor isn't missing and all that. I just told you I was building a Jet Jon, so here it is. There's the motor, 215 horsepower. Got all the electrical stuff in the box. Got some exhaust, bucket, the pump, battery, and the gas tank. So here is the new project boat, 1748 tracker. I paid $700 for the boat and trailer, no motor of course. I got it all gutted out, all the foam is out, all the consoles, live well, whatever was in there, it's all removed. So it's gonna go off to my buddy Andrew. He's the fabrication man. He's gonna do what he does best. He told me just bring him lots of $100 bills every day and he will get it done right. I know he's gonna plate the bottom, and he's probably gonna redesign this whole transom. So she'll be beefy. What's going on? Little progress update. Oh yeah, that's nice, ain't it? Luke killing it over here. Dang.
got the plate mount, intake plate mounted in, welded in. Getting there. Lots of good progress. Guess he had to notch for the bucket. Bring it up. Looking good.
So in this little time lapse here, you'll see my buddy Andrew has the transom all wrapped up. He is plating the bottom of the boat currently with 3/16 aluminum and 2-inch schedule 40 that we cut in half. A lot of stumps in these rivers. I don't want to have a dent in the bottom of this boat, cause cavitation, have to flip it back over, you know, all that good stuff. But you'll see him welding on some stuff here. He told me he went through 12 rolls of 030 wire, so lots of welding on the bottom of that boat, and a lot of them is multiple passes, so lots of welding, but it'll be beefy when he's done.
She gone. She's gone, and I'm not even that sad. I am sad. That boat was so much fun. Oh man. Well, now I gotta go hound Loop and see if he's done with mine. Let's go.
So I got the boat back from my buddy Andrew. He has the bottom all plated. It looks amazing. He had it all sanded down already also, so you can see the wife and I are applying the Gator Glide. This is actually just the Gator base coat. This is 4 coats, and then you need 3 days of dry time, and then you can apply the Gator Glide itself. This is already super slick for a base coat. I can't imagine what the final Gator Glide itself is going to be, but what a great product. I'm happy with this. So I actually ended up waiting about 5 days, 3 days dry time for the base coat, and then the weather was crappy the other 2 days, so I couldn't find help, but I found some help. The weather's right, so here we're applying the Gator Glide itself. We ended up going with 5 coats. Let me say, this product is awesome. Check this out. What a slick finish. Wait for it, watch this. One finger with this bottle, and this boat is completely level all the way down. Donk. This is a Raptor bedliner coating, just to kind of seal everything up. You're not going to see any of that. It's all going to be covered anyway.
Check that shit out. Got the motor in. Motor mounts are made. Wow. Sitting pretty. Intakes in, glued in. New carbon ring, new seal. All that good stuff. Had to buy a $400 alignment tool to align it. pumps temporarily on. Still gotta paint the back of the boat. Smooth out some welds. Raptor liner's all sprayed in. Fuel tank is in. I think it's 15 gallon. Front deck is made. Well, subframe. Coming along.
As you can see here, the front deck is done, minus the sea deck flooring. This is a sealed dry box in one of the hatches. The other side will be for life jackets. Had to throw a winch in it. The river gets really low in the winter, and I've had to push my last boat off sandbars too many times, so this will help. Just hook it to a tree and pull it. This is behind the winch, some of the supports we put in there to strengthen that up. Decided to go with 3 seats instead of a bench seat. The bench seat was too high in the back, and these seats are super comfortable. The bench below it is all done. This is the brake lever and the reverse and all that stuff, and the steering will be on the right. So we didn't want to just drill a hole in the boat to run the winch wire through, so he ended up making a nice recessed winch mount plate, which came out freaking awesome. Prepped and ready. Wow. Paint it up. This is going to be sea deck. And all that, sides, and even this is all sea deck. Looking right. Got a brand new stainless steel impeller, 1419 pitch. Got a new stainless steel wear ring, and the pump is completely rebuilt. Shaft, bearing, O-rings, seals, everything. Looking good. So I just picked up the boat from Ocean Grip, sea deck flooring. Y'all have to see this. So they did a great job on the sea deck flooring. I mean, they got perfect in every crevice in every corner. Of course, I had to throw our logos in there, and Jetting After It is the name of the boat, like getting after it, but jetting because it's a jet boat. They got around the speaker holes beautifully. Of course, I had to have them throw that Mr. Fox Outdoors on the back. And I got the intake on the other day. And check out that bezel piece my buddy made for the gauges. Starting to look like something.
The IBR system is complete. Finally, this was a major step in the process. Kind of a headache because this works reverse trim and all that stuff, and it usually mounts through the jet ski hull directly to the bucket. But we didn't want to go that route because then you'd have to have a big box back here, ruin the look of the transom, etc., etc. So we ran a pass-through cable, made a cable support for push and pull, you know. Made this plate, mounted the IBR to the plate, riv nuts to the floor, and a swing arm. That's going to be changed to a nicer one. This is just the rough draft, but awesome. Let's see if it works. All right, we go to activations, IBR. It is all the way up. Bucket's all the way up, full trim up. Let's go. IBR down, yes. Oh. It's working. It's alive. Let's see if it does a full motion. That's it. It's all the way. Wow. Big progress. So that's that. Picked up a new trailer, got rid of the piece of junk it was sitting on. Let me show you some updates with the boat. I got the carpet or the mat done back here. Exhaust is Cerakoted, gloss black. All the piping is done. Blow off valve, intercooler, that's all done. Had them add this here so you can step. Got a couple speakers so far. Put cleats all the way around. Yeah, it's ready for its first test run. I'm gonna wrap this and then bed liner to the bottom. But baddest Jet Jon around. And then I gotta get my vents are at powder coat. Gotta vent them back here. Hurry. My boy killed it on the motor hatch. Look at that thing. It speaks for itself. It's got vents in the front. You can walk on it. It's all structured, strong underneath. Got to get this thing off the powder coat now. This right here is the icing on the cake. Check this out. That is sick. All right, let me bring you around here. I don't know how that didn't fall off on the ride here. Electric over hydraulic actuator. Simple fabbed up bracket mounted to the floor. Gotta make the wire nice. Obviously we just got it done, but This swivels, obviously, and I can still pull it up. The rod will come out of this tube just in case the cylinder fails or the switch goes bad. You can still pull it up and it will just slip right out of the tube. So, pretty nice. All right, little update. Check this out. Got the wrap on it. Oh yeah. This is super slicked. A black super slick. We got the one Optima battery in, bilge pump is in. Had to redo some of this stuff back here. Second battery. Amp plate. There'll be another amp right here. This kind of covers the wires. Coming along. Getting there. Finally finished the boat, y'all. I can finally post this video. Check this thing out, y'all. Ooh-wee. I'll give you a walk around, jetting after it. Slick, huh? Just got this done today. So you can walk on it without burning your feet. Control panel. I don't know how I feel about the 3 seats. I might take the middle one out. I don't know. It's a little tight. But it's a little storage area. This one is to get to the winch. Got a battery just for the winch. There's the winch with tape on it. I gotta come up with something to not get water in there. This is a dry box. This you can get to the fuel sending unit, fuel pump. Move these seats, do the latch. Let me give you a shot of the back. These are vented. These ones are just dummies. Cut off switch. Pretty slick. Custom intake, a little mesh screen on there so I don't suck up any leaves. A couple Optima batteries. Amp, I got another amp going right there. This kind of just covers the wires. Blow off valve. Bilge pump. Aftermarket intercooler. IBR, catch can. Yeah. Got this powdered. Some Dynamat. Keep the sound down. Pretty much done. I think I need one more amp. And gotta fix a couple things. This squirts water up on the hatch. So I think we're gonna try and plate that off because it sticks way out. All right, y'all, so that is the full build of jetting after it. I want to give a bunch of shout outs to everyone who had a part in this build. I'm going to start off with my boy Shane Baxley. All this fly gloss black paint around the boat, all the way around, all over the transom, all done by Shane. Great job, dude. The next one would be Dylan and his crew at Ocean Grip. They did the sea deck flooring. Obviously they know what they're doing. They killed it on that. And then the next shout out is going to be Mike at Imperial Powder Coating. Everything powder coated on this boat was done by Mike. Did a great job. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. The bench. Tons of stuff under the engine bay that you've probably already seen. The hood underneath the mats powdered. The rails under that. The pump. Thanks, Mike. Great job. Oh, can't forget my buddy Chris Martin. He made sure, or he wanted y'all to know that he built this handle right here. Shout out to Chris for that. Nice, strong, oh shit handle. You know, we got to have that. I guess I'm going to shout myself out for putting in the motor, doing all the audio, wiring, all the mechanical stuff. You know what I do. And then last but not least, my fabricator absolutely killed it. My boy Loop at Loop Customs. Literally everything is fabbed on this boat except for like the sides of the boat. Well, we actually did plate that, but everything's custom. Shout out to him. He did a great job. And, oh, and one more. Wrap-X, they did that. They did the wrap on it. Shout out to them boys. Good job there. But yeah, thanks everybody for killing it on this build. And I got about 3 runs on this boat so far. So the second run out, it's a very interesting video. You're gonna wanna see that. It's a good video. I'll post that in 4 or 5 days or something like that. But yeah, stay tuned for more river ripping, sandbar hopping, gator sliding, all that cool stuff to come. Thanks for watching.